News involving the Miami Dolphins. Tyreek Hill was detained by authorities for a driving violation on the way into a game. You're going to see this video online everywhere. I just was texting with his agent, Drew Rosenhaus. Drew says that Tyreek is now with the team and he still plans to play today. This is on the drive into the stadium. Had an incident, a traffic violation. Something to keep your eyes on as we get closer to kickoff. Scotty Scheffler sounds like that. We'll get the full details in a bit there, Jules. Here all morning.
It definitely wasn't no Scotty Scheffler because that goddamn police officer kicked the shit out of Tyreek Hill while he had him on the curb and with the handcuffs, and he thought that nobody was recording. He thought he was gonna get away with that one. Two things is gonna happen to me.
He was standing up when he kicked him.
No, he was on the ground. Tyreek was on the ground when he kicked him.
I thought he was standing.
No, he was on the ground sitting on the curb when he kicked him. But again, just to me personally, if I'm an athlete, two reasons why I would never want to play for Miami. I get it, the weather's great, and I know Florida don't got too many crazy taxes. No, they don't got no crazy state taxes. But one, the people come to the games late, and then two, though. This in no other city, if this was in New York, Texas, anywhere where people really give a flying fuck about their sports teams, I promise you, especially like this was like in Buffalo somewhere, and they was doing this to Josh Allen, even if it was Stephon Diggs at the time, there's no way in hell a police officer will ever in their life be able to treat a professional, especially for their football team, like what they treat. Dog, Tyreek Hill is your number one option, and this nigga literally right in front of the stadium, and people are walking to the stadium, and they watch this.
So that's fucking. I'm thinking he must have ran through the cones or something like that. That's what it had.
I don't care what he did, though. You cannot be that aggressive. One, for people who don't know what happened, that police officer is on suspension right now. So that they already jumped on because you can't. Though this is on camera. This shit is on 4K. You can see this man kicking a fucking wide receiver with his hand. He's on his way to work, and then again. Man, won't he do it? God will always give you favor when it's time for you to show up. For all that shit that happened for Tyreek, the very fucking one of the first plays of the game, this nigga caught an 80-yard bomb, and his celebration was a goddamn him putting his hands behind his back like he was locked up. Tyreek Hill is a fucking menace. That shit was hilarious. That celebration was top 5 because he literally just got locked up. And then even when he did it his after game jump, he sit here talking about one of his teammates come up, free Reek, and he's like, free slime, slack, and all. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas are crazy. But again, like I said, to me personally, if I was a professional athlete, no way in hell I ever want to play for Miami. Because the fucking fans were just literally, I don't know if they did. The people who was walking by, you can't tell me y'all didn't know that was Tyreek Hill, and everybody in the fucking cars that was driving by was stopping, and they knew it was him. So that's my whole point. If this was in Buffalo, it's no way in hell that you would sit here and think a police officer could do this to Josh Allen or Stephon Diggs when he played for them, or anybody, or what's the new young nigga that everybody loved who always be going viral and he be just having little shit to say. You couldn't do that in Buffalo. I don't think you could do that anywhere in New York City. If you couldn't do that to a New York Knick or no shit like that, that's just my point of people in Miami don't give a fuck enough for me. For me to, if I'm a professional athlete, to want to go play in Miami. I'm sorry. Your fans have to. I would want my fans to crash out for me. We know for a fact the way Philly fans, Buffalo fans, them niggas would have sent them police to a one-way ticket to fucking hell trying to do that. Imagine if they try to do that in Philadelphia to any of them niggas. Like, come on, though. You just seen Philly niggas wild out on the police for 100 times worse. When the Philadelphia won that Super Bowl and niggas was out there eating fucking horse shit and some more stuff and knocking down, nah, it's no way in hell. Yeah, it wouldn't happen. Sorry, I hate to tell you that. But like I said, shout out to Tyreek Hill. He caught seven passes for 130 yards. He had a hell of a fucking game. I can't even imagine that, dog. Just imagine on your way going to work and you literally getting pulled over by the police, put in handcuffs, slammed on the ground, and a fucking fed kicked you, and you still went to work as a functional employee and still showed up and did your job to the best of your ability. I'm sure most people listening to, I know I couldn't do it. Ain't no way in hell I could do it. My anxiety, my emotions, my feeling, I don't necessarily, maybe if I played on the defensive end, yeah, because now I can take my anger out on somebody else, but you're just a wide receiver. You don't even really get to hit niggas or get real contact. So I don't necessarily, you can't even really take your anger out. And he still played and he still showed up and the Dolphins did win. Just real quick, I guess while we on sports, y'all know that I love the black quarterbacks. I'm not going to lie, Justin Fields, you gave me damn near a heart. You want me some money, but nigga, Jesus Christ, boy, you gave a nigga a heart attack. Because I just kept like, damn, Justin Fields. The fucked up thing about it is, and it is always how the media spins stuff, and y'all know that's just why I ride for black athletes so much because, and let's be clear, Caleb Williams is black. Both his parents black and everything. But though he played like dog shit. And guess what? People still will sit here and give him praise and highlight. He played worse. He didn't. No, what was this nigga stat? This nigga literally threw for like absolutely nothing. They won. They didn't score not one fucking touchdown. Nigga, they literally won off the strength of the defense. And let's be clear, I mean, that was the same for the Steelers. But my point of it is Justin Fields gets shitted on and they praise Caleb Williams. So it was just like all that praise that Caleb Williams got, he came to Chicago his first game. He did nothing. His first game didn't look better than Justin Fields' last game in Chicago. Nowhere you can't even put them two niggas in the same conversation right now off of that, but nobody won't have that honest conversation. And that is, and let's be clear, I think for Justin Fields, it was a lot of nerves, and he probably was in his head a lot. And I think because professional athletes, they still human. You still know that, hey, you was trying to go to Atlanta because he's from Georgia. You didn't go there. They didn't pick you. They took fucking Kirk Cousins. And then, of course, realistically, the Steelers didn't want you to start. So I understand. I'm not going to be too judgmental on him on this game because to me, it was just a lot of nerves. He played in the Steelers system. They didn't want to throw the ball a bunch, so it was a lot of running. But let's be clear, when it was time for him to pull that motherfucking ball down, I'm sure that the Steelers fans was like, damn, if we can get this nigga okay and comfortable with throwing the ball, you can see a bright future with Justin Fields, because when it was time to get them big yards, that nigga said, cool, I'll get it with my legs if I can't throw it. Ain't nobody open. I'm okay with taking this ball and running to get this first down every time, and he did it. So, I mean, he didn't throw no interceptions or nothing. He didn't cost him the game. It was an ugly game, but they got it done. Like I said, Caleb Williams played like dog shit. I want to say he literally threw for like 50 yards. And they played the fucking Tennessee Titans. I think he threw for 50, and I think he ran for like 90 or something. I can't remember. I didn't watch that game, but I think I seen the stat line. It was some shit like that. It was just like,
93 yards.
He threw for 93 and ran for what, 50? He threw for 93 or he threw for... Oh, so he threw for 93 and it ran for 53 then. That's what it was?
No, I said 15.
He ran for 15 yards?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they said he threw for 53.
5 carries, 15 yards.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, he got a total yards of 93.
Oh, a total yards of 93.
No, that's passing. For passing.
Oh, just for passing. All right, yeah. So cool. Like I said, he didn't, I mean, no touchdowns, no nothing. Did he throw any interceptions? Not yet. So like I said,
14. He went 14 for 29, 93 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yeah, so like I said, I mean, that was week one. Of course we didn't. I hope we just, I guess, to kind of just wrap it up a little bit, I hope that they never go back to Brazil. That fucking field for that Friday night game was the nastiest shit ever in life, though. That field was so goddamn slippery, though. The very first play for Saquon Barkley, this nigga literally just fell in the backfield. Saquon Barkley definitely got his last laugh because the Giants let him go and they got their ass beat by the Minnesota Vikings, and they didn't even know who their quarterback was going to be. They got the shit. And shout out to Big L because he was in my comments because I was saying I knew the Giants fan was somewhere home crying. And I ain't gonna lie, I told him, like, yeah, I'll holler at you next week because I thought the Giants would at least be able to beat the Vikings. They ain't even had no real quarterback. And they got their ass smoked. They got smoked by the Minnesota Vikings. And like I said, man,
now, what they played?
You the nigga who used to be the Redskins quarterback, yeah, whatever.
No, not the Redskins. He wasn't with the Redskins.
Sam Arnold?
Sam Darnold. He's with the Jets.
What's the nigga for the Redskins? It's Sam something, right? Last year? Oh yeah, whatever. Sam, I knew it was Sam something. But yeah, like I said, so Saquon Barkley did end up having an amazing first game for the Eagles. What he had, I want to say he had, what was it, 132 total yards, 3 touchdowns, something crazy like that. He had a hell of a game. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Ravens.
He had 24 carries for 109 yards.
And then he caught that. What was it? 34-yard pass for a touchdown.
He had 2 catches for 23 yards.
Oh, 23 yards. All right. Yeah, but he had
3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns because the very first one was that pass. So like I said, they had a good game. The Eagles still kind of their center. He looked suspect as hell. Oh my god.
That's why I didn't pick that. That's why I did not pick.
Nigga, he looked suspect as hell, though. Oh my god.
But I mean, that's the. Like I said this before, that is the importance you don't realize. Yes, they don't get paid they get paid, but they don't get paid the big bucks. And probably the most important player on the field. When it comes
the center, I think because who had he was the standout one. Shit, I mean, y'all got the Steelers. They got there's a rookie center too as well. So I mean, a lot of teams got new centers. So I mean, teams do look kind of real like funny when it comes to having them new centers. So I do agree with you. I can't argue with that point. Like the Eagles to me was clear as day. Like, bro, I'm sure you can't get Jason Kelce to come back now because he just felt old and he done just got $100 million contract from Amazon to do his podcast. So it would be no way in hell you could be able to get me out of retirement neither. But dog, oh my god, that fucking Philadelphia Eagles center just looked nuts.
They have 100 yards rushing. Shit, I don't think they need him.
Oh, for
Saquon to rush for 100 yards? I don't think they need him. I feel like as time goes, he's going.
Oh no, of course, of course, the offensive line will get it together, but just still off the rip, it just kind of looked like, all right, dog, like damn, what the hell is going on for that to be the for the first jump. I guess let's get into Dame Dash real quick before we get into. I think that was pretty much it on